So good. So good. Oh man.
Should we hit him with the next screen text?
Got to go with the next one. We're keeping this going.
Okay. So you went last, right? We back to me?
Yeah, so it's you.
Back to me. Okay. So this one here, it's a little bit spoopy. So if you're easily scared, just mute it for the next 5 minutes. All right. Also, this was fun because normally when I find these, we're reflecting on yesteryear, but this is actually from today. So early April 2025, year of our Lord. Be me, 27, land surveyor in bumfuck nowhere. Check abandoned properties for development. Boss sends me to some farmhouse. No roads, just miles of dead fields, overgrown trees. Abandoned in the 70s, no reason given. Great.jpg. Park truck, walk rest of the way. House looks wrong. Not falling apart, not vandalized, just off. Windows too clean, like someone wipes them. Front door shut, no locks, no handle, just a wood slab nailed across it. Snap a few pics, drone up for aerial shots. Drone feed glitches. Battery drains from 80% to 5% instantly. What the fuck.exe? Need interior shots too. Go around, find a broken window, crawl through, land in the kitchen. Everything's still there. Plates on tables, chairs pushed in, food long rotted. House is silent. Not no one's here silent. Waiting silent. Flash goes off. Lights up hallway. Something moves at the end of it. Fuck. Stand still. Listen. Nothing. Just my breathing. Shine flashlight down the hall. Old family photos still hanging. Faces scratched out, not with knife, but fingernails. Bits of nail embedded in the frames. Proceed to shit bricks. Instant leave. Push open nearest door. Bedroom floor covered in yellow newspapers. Headlines are nonsense. He knows you're here. Do not look at the window. Your teeth will be gone. Brain short circuits. Panic setting in. Window creaks behind me. Nope. Not turning away. Bolt down hallway. Something soft crunches under my boot. Look down, newspaper with today's date. Headline, he sees you. Brick shitting intensifies. Hear breathing behind me. Jump out window like kid escaping the Diddy party. Reach truck. Fuck this job. Fuck this house. Never report my findings. Call in sick. 2 days later, ask manager about the house. He acts like it never existed. I don't think I have long to live, bros.
Damn. It's actually...
What a journey.
It's actually terrifying.
It's very creepy. Very creepy indeed. It reminded me of like a Resident Evil kind of intro. The thing with stuff like that is anytime like technology glitches, that is really disconcerting. Because like I don't know if you remember earlier in the year before they did the temporary TikTok ban, but like TikTok for like my feed anyway was getting filled with like all the UAP nonsense in Jersey.
Yeah,
and like I had a few people that I actually like personally know in Jersey that were trying to like go and see them with drones, and everyone was saying that like you'd get kind of close and the drone would just die, like just instant.
Yeah,
and so it's like that's weird. I wonder what that is.
Wasn't it just like military tech? I think like they found the stuff that like they opened it or like they like greenlit it like the year prior.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That's what it is.
I don't know, man.
Non-human biologics, Grizz. Non-human biologics.
So here's the thing. I tend to be like, it's military tech. They're just testing us. Like, like was it Operation Sea Spray when they were spraying the bay in California with like chemicals to see like how the things would happen, something like that. But then again, in the uncovered CIA documents that recently just were like released, right? They do say in there that aliens attacked Russian soldiers and turned them
Mhm.
into stone or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
That's actually reported in the CIA docs. So either somebody was smoking meth, a little methy, or aliens. You pick.
Hey, but between that and the nonsense under the pyramids, and
All the pillars and all that shit.
the thing is, I have to constantly check myself with things like this because I want so badly for it to be real. So it's very hard for me to like keep a objective mind frame because I'm like, it's way more fun if there's.
That's true.
But
That's very true. Like the pyramid thing, I'm like, so just start digging. Like, you know, yeah.
yeah, no, I'm with you. I wish they would.
Okay, so
What you
here's
got? What you got
so,
over there?
so here's one. It's I will say this encompasses perfect spooky 4chan.
Oh boy.
It's gonna cover all the bases. Some people
Oh
are
boy.
not gonna like it. Some people are gonna love it. Some people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" So
Is this going to be another you trying to pitch Yeezy's clothing line?
no, but at least it's so no matter how bad this gets, just remember at least it's not Boku no Pico. Okay. Okay. So anonymous. This was posted in 2021. Be me. Have sleep paralysis every now and then. Pretty rare. Wake up, can't move, paralyzed below neck. Scared for some reason. See some black humanoid shape, silhouette in the room corner. Nothing outstandingly bad, but don't want to deal with it anymore. Start jerking off aggressively every time before bed, staring into that corner to assert dominance and show how I don't fear. Show how I don't fear. One night, I'll wake up. Can't move. Heart racing. Skinless woman. Looking thing with dozens of eyes on her face sitting on me. Straddling. Has hands with claws like Freddy Krueger knife fingers, but on both hands. Nearly shits myself. It whispers. Sleep naked, you coward. I'll bork you so hard you'll never be able to get off to another human being again. I'll be waiting, worm. Shut my eyes. Praying for the Lord to deliver me from this evil. Surrounding my bed with salt the next day. No longer try to assert any sort of dominance. Get sleep paralysis now more often. Same shit with silhouette in the dark room corner. Week ago, silhouette moved to foot of my bed. Looks like it stands behind the salt line, but I'm still getting nervous. How fucked am I? It's all in my head. Just fucked imagination, right? Would going to a psychiatrist help? Now, two-parter, because on November 4th, 2021, this pops up.
Oh no.
Sleep paralysis demon. Haunting this cute guy. Afraid to make a move. He starts jacking it every night looking at me. Asking for it .jpeg. Figure out he's into me too. Makes my move. Tell him to sleep nude because I can't take his clothes off. Promise sex so good other females will feel like sticking Peter in a cup of lukewarm water. Suddenly he's not into it anymore. What the fuck, dude? PNG. Suddenly doesn't want anything. No more night shows. This cute guy jerking it. Can't even sit on his bed anymore. Thirst JPEG.
Oh no. What a journey. What an absolute journey. Sleep paralysis is wild. Have you ever had it?
One time. Just one time. And I remember it vividly as fuck.
Go on.
Ooh, okay, all right. Be me. Little grizzly. This I don't know. This was like probably 2021, 2022. Um, I had just delivered the cub to state school, and I was like, you know what, by myself. I'm still a little tired. I'm gonna go take a little nap. So prop up, lay down in the living room, or yeah, lay down, go to sleep. So my duplex at the time, on high on one of the walls, there was a small rectangular window that was just sealed. You can't open it, you can't close it, right? And it's high up there. Like I'm 6 feet tall, and this thing sits like 6 inches above me.
Mm.
So I fall asleep. I fall asleep on the floor, which I do like sleeping on the floor. So I fall asleep on the floor, and I'm like in kind of fetal position, facing the wall that way where that window's at. And I remember waking up, and I remember looking around, and like the room's slightly darker. Like there's still sunlight coming in the windows, but all my windows have like heavy curtains on it except for that one. So the light's coming in, and it has like this orange hue to it. And I'm hearing this like robotic sound, and I'm pretty sure it was like the trash pickup happening.
Mm.
But I hear these crazy robotic sounds coming in from the other side, and like the orange hue that's coming through that window's just slowly getting darker and darker and more vibrant red. And it's like a smoky red thing just coming through that window. And the way I can describe it is probably like for millennials, the Dementors, and then for like people that are based like the ghouls from the old Scooby Doo cartoon. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was kind of like those figures, like those shapes, like were like crawling. Mind you, I couldn't move my body, so like I'm looking towards the wall, and I can kind of see it in my peripheral view. I can kind of see the window, but I can't see it perfectly because I can't move. And so I'm seeing these like shadowy robed shapes like grab the inside of the
Mm.
window and pull themselves in. And there's like
Mm.
multiple of them just keep doing it. And like I'm like trying to like move. And in my head I'm like, all right, this is not real. I'm just freaking out, like fucking move. And so I'm like trying to move and I can't. And I'm like actively really trying, and like I can feel my heart rate getting higher and higher because I'm like trying to, and I'm starting to panicking because I can't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like so I see the multiple things come in, and I feel them like kind of I can see the bottoms of like they're floating past me and around me in the room, and I can see like the bottom of their like shadowy shape of like their robes kind of just right over me, and they're kind of, and I can see that they're surrounding me, and I can feel them like watching me, and I can feel their presence around me. And I'm trying to get around. I finally feel like I'm fully surrounded, and during that time I I finally like gasp for air and like freaking like come out of it, and then like I see the red hue just like go to normal, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I sit up, and I'm like,
Oh
and my
man,
heart's still racing, and everything's still like freaking out, and I'm like, what the fuck was that?
that's wild.
And that's the only time it's ever happened to me, and that was like I guess like 4 or 5 years ago.
Damn.
I never had it as a kid, or like that was the
Hmm.
first time. It's the only time it's ever happened to me.
That's enough though.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good. Hmm. Well then, yeah, that's a not a good experience at all.
That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had one?
So I think I've mentioned it to you, but from like the time I was maybe 14, 15 through like my early 20s, like I had bad insomnia. So yeah, I would have it regularly. I didn't have the hallucinations so much.
Mm.
I would wake up and I would be stuck and I'd be like, this is so annoying. Like I'd be like, I want to get up because sometimes I'd have to take a piss or something. I'd be like, oh no, this is gonna be dicey. I'd just be stuck there.
That's interesting.
But in terms of like having the what do you call them, like the specters, like every now and again I would see like kind of like you described it, just kind of like dark shadowy figures,
Mm-hmm.
but they would never like approach. They were always just at the foot of my bed, just like looking. Like I never felt any sort of like dread or danger. It was just like we're here and we're just like gonna fucking lurk and annoy you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it is creepy still, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I wonder if, like, a lot of, like, what do you call it? The abduction stuff where they usually have, like, the aliens, like, around their bed and just looking at them. I wonder if there's just, like, variations of sleep paralysis.
Or it's just a bunch of like people from 4chan just like jerking off.
Yeah, they're just jorking it. Like, it's
just jorking it. Just peeners out. It probably is, though. It probably is some version of the sleepies.
I'm pretty sure it's just Larry.
Larry.
Evil
Fucking
Larry.
Gosh darn evil Larry. Well then.
Yeah, it's you know, that's one. It's very spooky.
Mm-hmm.
You just watched a clip from the 2B podcast. If you like what you saw, I think you should watch the whole episode. You can watch the whole episode here on YouTube or Rumble. When you do, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you don't want to see our ugly mugs, but you want to listen to our velvety voices, you can on Apple, Spotify, or any other podcast platform. Make sure to leave a 5-star review, and we'll love you forever. Not too much to where it's weird, but just enough to where you'll come back for more.